Hi, I'm Austin.
And I'm Nick.
Hi, I'm William.
Hi, I'm Liam.
And
we're the Frog Fanatics. We decided that we would work on a prototype that would allow the user to climb walls using suction. Similar to how the Pacific chorus frog uses suction pads on its toes to help climb trees, plants, walls, and even windows. We decided to call this prototype the Frog Anchors. The Frog Anchors are a pair of climbers that work by suctioning to walls, and people can use these devices to safely scale walls. We invented the Frog Anchors mainly for the purpose of doing maintenance in high-up locations, while remaining safe and requiring a lower amount of setup than, say, a ladder. This product would greatly help construction workers as well as general maintenance and repair workers in their jobs, while also decreasing risks that come with higher up areas. This idea has seen positive support from people in the construction industry, as when a member of our team interviewed a construction worker they knew, they saw positive results. The interviewed party even gave us some advice that we would go on to follow. As they stated, maybe they don't have enough grip on it. Maybe a rubber grip with a textured design would work well. This advice gave us the idea to use a textured design on the handle for a better grip. When we started building the prototype, we first began by 3D printing the shell. During this process, we had to 3D print the shell in pieces. After all of the pieces were printed, we began putting the shell together using epoxy. Then, the last step when it came to creating the shell was spraying it in a coating to make it more durable. After we finished the shell, we had to start work on the mechanisms that would actually allow the frog anchors to work. At first, we were hopeful that this step would take less time than putting together the shell, due to the latter simply being time-consuming. We were very wrong. While trying to create the circuitry for the frog anchors, we faced several challenges, whether that be the motors failing or even an original piece of our project cracking. All of these problems occurring cause us to momentarily second-guess ourselves. But that's when we remembered who this competition represented: Thomas Edison. Thomas Edison once stated, "Genius is 1% inspiration, 99% perspiration." Thomas Edison believed that hard work and dedication are essential to achieving success. So we decided to step up and do everything we could to overcome these obstacles. And overcame them we did. First, we began with the circuitry, which, after a quick visit to a shop nearby, we were able to get better motors, allowing us to create and finish a winch mechanism. After that, we went to work on getting the bottom rubber part ready, which we made a new piece for. It may have taken a few tries, but we eventually finished the bottom section. This left us with adding them to the shell and then combining the two sections. After a lot of retries and some minor accidents, we did it. After the creation of our prototype, we decided to do some tests. As we would soon find out, just as any prototype has, there were a few issues. An example of which being that while it did work on some surfaces, it faced issues when attempting to climb surfaces with even slight bumps on them. Another issue we faced was that the frog anchors were pretty slow to release suction, which resulted in someone sticking to the wall for a longer period of time than we would have liked. We plan to improve our invention to either reduce these limitations or outright eliminate them. We've even started creating ideas, such as the outer area of the bottom piece expanding slightly to better fit areas with slight bumps, as well as reducing the amount of time it takes to release suction via new paths you can open up when the frog anchors aren't actively producing suction. When it comes to the marketing of the frog anchors, there are a lot of factors. First, for our budget, we decided to give ourselves around $30 per frog anchor, as the rubber itself is around $15, while the 3D printing filament and electrical components take up another $15 together. After deciding our budget, we decided that we would be selling the frog anchors for $75. As the $60 in total that would go into making a pair of frog anchors would leave us with a net profit of $15 per sale. When thinking about how we'd get ahead of the competition, we decided that we'd advertise our product for what it is, an easier, safer way to perform maintenance in high-up areas, which would make our target audience workers who deal with construction or maintenance in high-up locations. Finally, for our last strategy, we'd compare our product to the products of others through a list of different categories, thus showing why the frog anchors are the better product on the market. We created the frog anchors in an attempt to live up to the ideals of Thomas Edison, and we plan to continue walking down this path. Whether that be creating a second iteration of the frog anchors or something new. We hope you enjoyed it, and we hope you are looking forward to a future with the frog anchors.